Okay. Hi, I'm Corinne, and I'm doing Any Girl Would Do the Same by John P.G. Mackenzie. Excuse me. Hello? Oh my gosh, Eddie, tell me what you were going to tell me yesterday because I've been dying. Uh-huh. A duel? A duel over me? Oh, Eddie, you shouldn't. Well, yes, Norman has been sounding me out about the formal, and I know, I'm your steady girl, Eddie, and I haven't encouraged him, at least much. Uh-huh. No, I guess a duel really is the only way to solve the problem, but I just couldn't approve of it, Eddie. I simply and absolutely couldn't. I hope you'll use swords. No, swords, Eddie. Pistols? No, I would not want pistols. Everything is so sudden. It's like blam! And you're dead. It's so short, it's hardly worth watching. Well, of course I intend to watch, Eddie. How could I calm the tortured soul of the loser if I'm not there? So I have to go. Any girl would do the same. Besides, if I don't show up, you might chicken out. You don't know where you'd find swords? Eddie, if you really loved me, you'll find the swords. But I guess if you insist pistols are all right, it's a thought that counts after all. And it is a beautiful thought. I just hope one of you survives. I would hate to miss the formal next week. Both? That would be awkward, wouldn't it, Eddie? If you both survived? That wouldn't solve a thing. There's hardly much sense in having a duel unless it solves something, don't you think? Well, of course I'd rather it were you, Eddie, but what are my feelings against the wonderful urge of you two battling it out to the death for my love? I hope it's a good day. I could hardly go if it storms. It would be so horrible if you guys were left unattended while your wounds dripped and splattered and... Your what? Oh my God, your seconds! I had so forgotten about the seconds, Eddie. I'm so glad you reminded me. We can make it a party. Let's do. I could bring some more girls, and we could have a picnic lunch, and we could all bring shovels. You don't think it's just the place for a picnic lunch? Well, I guess you're right. Being shot in the middle of a picnic does lack dignity somehow. Well, in that case, I'll come alone. Martha Jo has the cutest black dress with pale makeup. I'll look stunningly, what's the word? Bereaved. In an alluring sort of way, of course. If this is the last time you see me on Earth, Eddie, I want to look my best. Any girl would do the same. Thank you, Eddie. You know, it's just the way I am, always thinking of others. If you like, I can call the funeral people for you. The funeral people. But Eddie, you've got to be realistic. Of course, I hope it isn't you, but say if it is, well, you can't expect me to dig up that cold, hard ground all by myself, not in Martha Jo's black dress. But I guess we can wait on calling the funeral people. Yeah, perhaps we should wait. Oh, Eddie, I'm sure it won't be you. I know that Norman has never shot a pistol before. Oh, you haven't either? Well, I just want you to know that if you can't keep our date tomorrow, it's okay. I'll understand. Right. Well, I'm glad you called, Eddie. No, I'll stay right here by the phone in case you call again. I want to help you in your last hours. I'll hope for you, Eddie, every moment. Really, I will. You being my steady and all. Okay, goodbye. I've got to text Martha Jo about this. She's going to be so excited. Hello? Second? Oh, Eddie Second. Well, how are you, Eddie Second? Oh, yes. Eddie is so upset about the duel. I'm afraid he thinks he's going to lose, though I did my best to cheer him up. Isn't he the cutest thing, though, to be risking his life for me? It's so thrilling to know that you can inspire such devotion. I'll do my best to deserve it any second. Yes, it does sound rather silly to call you Eddie Second. Jerry Rogers? Of course I'll call you Jerry. Tall, dark hair. Oh, I remember you. You play basketball. You're the middleman. Yeah. Center? Oh, is that what it's called? I've often wondered. You've seen me in the halls? Well, of course I'm cute, Jerry, but not that cute. I mean, Vanessa, she's, well, no. Ashley, no. Well, Beth, but, oh my gosh, her mouth is so big and it's always running. But still, I'm sure there are cuter girls. You've always wanted to talk to me, but never dared. Well, you should have dared. I speak to everyone. What did you want to talk about? About a date? Well, I've got to study, Jerry. A date to the formal? Well, no, I don't actually have a date to the formal. That's what the silly duel is about, you know? Who's going to ask me, Eddie or Norman? You want me to go with you? Well, I guess I could. After all, you're the first one who's asked me, and I always like boys who knew what they want, especially if they're tall and dark. Mm-hmm. Do you have a sweater or a ring that I could wear or something? If we're going to go steady, No, I definitely think we should go steady. I don't think a girl should just flip from boy to boy, do you? No, I don't think we should tell Eddie yet. He might be upset and cancel the duel. It's all planned and everything. I just hope he doesn't care if I don't show up. But you know, he didn't really want me to go anyway. Not even if I brought a shovel. Mm-hmm. I just hope, I feel so guilty. I just hope they don't get hurt, you know, not badly at least. You don't think they will? But with pistols. Water pistols? Eddie said, what? That I was worth fighting over, but not enough for anyone to get hurt? No, I'm not offended, Jerry. Not much, I guess. It just hurts to think that I gave him the best 2 weeks of my life. But I'll be big about it. I'll forgive him, now that I have you. I guess any girl would do the same. See.